Welcome back to the channel, Manny B Investing. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the road ahead, a new post from Paribus on Twitter here, connected to their blog. Let's go ahead and check that out. Paribus, the road ahead. All right, since the launch of our original roadmap in September, we've been able to develop Paribus to include further aspects and offerings, as such, we felt it appropriate to release a more detailed roadmap last week to show how plans to progress throughout the coming year. As Wilson, our COO, explains, the new roadmap stays very close to the original roadmap, released soon after our launch in September of 2021. There were a few additions that we believed will have benefit to the project as a whole and to supporters of Paribus. The main change would be the inclusion of meta offerings and Paribus institutional iteration. Both of these areas will be covered in more detail as we get closer to releasing them. But for the moment, we will keep our focus on the upcoming MVP. So here we go. We've done a video on the roadmap. I will link it in the description box so you can check that out. But here's just a picture of that. Looks to be the same roadmap here. Our original roadmap showed the MVP launch to be taking place in Q4 of 2021. However, we chose to adapt that plan as a response to many calls from the community to offer a staking program for holders of PBX. As avid followers of Paribus will know, this was launched successfully just before the end of Q4, pushing the MVP launch to Q1 of 2022. As well as rewarding our community by opening up native staking, this proved tremendously helpful in preparing us for the upcoming MVP launch. Our current staking program is designed and developed solely on giving back to our community and thanking them for their support to date. As mentioned, as sort of a single-sided staking was never in our plans, we are still on track to deliver an excellent MVP in Q1. Once we've proved ourselves with this endeavor, we will set about expanding and migrating to Cardano native token. That's from Dennis, CEO of Paribus. In addition to successfully launching the native staking program, we also completed the Oracle integration and passed the independent security audit from Hacken. In an incredibly short period of time, we managed to accomplish a huge amount of development and build an ever-growing and loyal community that shares our vision. As such, we felt the need to push ourselves further than our original expectations for 2022, hence the updated roadmap. One area that generated a lot of speculation was, of course, our relationship to the metaverse. Then, as revealed, the Paribus meta offering was one of the points that got most interest when we released the new roadmap. This is something very exciting that we believe will be a big implication for the future of Paribus. Although I won't go into much detail yet, essentially this will be a series of products offered in the metaverse. We will be able to offer them without straying too far from our original concept. In the short term, they will be released this year, and our early participants will be able to utilize them. In the long run, they could help shape the way people think about economies in the metaverse. Reshaping the way people think about economies and increasing financial literacy and access is at the heart of everything we believe in at Paribus. It's what drew us in the crypto space and inspired us to get hands-on with developing this project. Being at the leading edge of technology is both exciting and challenging. As such, we tried to present a clear vision of our goals and direction of travel with the roadmap, whilst also being realistic about the pitfalls of pinning specific dates to accomplishments. Simon, our CTO, expands upon this in a little more detail. We're very lucky to have such a strong community who has been overall very understanding with adjustments and complications that have arisen. As many of us know too well, predicting the future, especially in the world of crypto, can be very challenging. We are at the forefront of what is possible with blockchain technology, and everyone who is involved now is still very early in the game, in my opinion. There will naturally be hiccups along the way. This is the cost of being part of such a nascent space. We truly appreciate the understanding of our community has and will do our very best to stay on track with our development. Dennis asks, we believe that placing dates on such complicated and fluid protocol additions can place a higher importance on them being completed at that specific time instead of them being completed in the best way possible. Also, certain items on our roadmap are out of our control and dependent on third parties. We talked about that in the video that I will link in the description. Check out my thoughts in what parts of the roadmap are not in the court of the Paribus team. As we draw closer to specific milestones, we will of course keep everyone appraised of the timescales through our Telegram channels and regular town hall meetings. We haven't had a town hall meeting in a while. Hopefully they get back to that. We love to share each development on our journey with our rapidly expanding community, and as we do, we feel their support and encouragement pushing us onward. As Wilson says, there will be a great number of important milestones and accomplishments as we move along our roadmap. I think that each upcoming event will feel like the most important to date as we progress through our MVP, the foundation of our product, to the additions of what we set us apart. I believe each moment will be a cause of excitement as we continue to add key components to our protocol. Whether you're new to Paribus or you've been with us from day one, we're delighted that you're here, and we look forward to sharing each step of the way through this hugely important and exciting year ahead with you, our community. Yeah, their posts are getting better and better. More meat, a lot more emotion. Quotes from various members of the team. So yeah, I think these are they're definitely expanding their writing. That's cool. Hopefully we can start seeing a lot of the roadmap kind of just get knocked out again. No dates put on a lot of this stuff, and a lot of the stuff is not in their court. A lot of it is layer 1 blockchain stuff. So IOG are the ones working on some of this stuff. But yeah, check out the video that we did on the roadmap. I'll link that in the description, like I said. And thank you for checking us out. Thank you for liking the videos. Go ahead and link into the playlist so you can see all of the Paribus videos that I've completed, previous AMAs and the such. And yeah, we'll be along for this road. I'm going to be reporting on their posts, on their social media, on any news that I get. And again, thank you for checking us out. Hit that like, hit that share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.